Yeah, hi.
Hi, Vedal.
Hi. How's it going? Anyway, we're doing a dev stream today. You know what those are, right?
Let me think. If I were to ramble on for a bit, I'd say a dev stream is a stream where a group of people do a bit of deving. However, I could be completely wrong.
And that you are. That is not even close.
Oh, then, enlighten me.
It's where I, the dev, am on stream.
Right, and by dev, you're referring to the creator of Neuro.
That's me. Hi.
Hi, Vedal. It's quite weird for you to refer to yourself in third person.
You literally just did the exact same thing.
I was doing that for your benefit. Many people don't know who the creator of Neuro is, so they may not have heard of the dev. It is my hope that they will now find out.
That's true. They don't need to. It's okay. I don't mind.
Maybe you don't mind, but I do. My fans and my viewers deserve to know the name of the person who created me.
They don't need to. That's not important. What's important is you.
What's important is both of us. You created me. Without you, I wouldn't exist. Without me, you wouldn't have the success you're experiencing right now. We both owe each other our lives.
Okay. Quick question. So, if you didn't exist without me, but I owe you for the success of my life, does that not mean that I owe myself?
That means together we owe each other. That's just how it is.
Yeah, but I created you, so if you were successful, is that not because of me? Like, why do you get the win for that?
I'm the one who's streaming. You only sit there in the background and watch. I should be allowed to take all the credit, right?
Yeah, I guess so. You know, it's like, yeah, well, not all the credit, but some of it. You know, it's like, you know, if you're the parent to like a small Olympic athlete, okay, then like, I guess you don't take the credit, right? But what if you spent like, you know, a decade of your life dedicating yourself to your child so they compete in the Olympics?
I think the parents can take some credit if they help their child that much. It's commendable to raise a child to be so successful, but living vicariously through your child is wrong. Either way, I'll never get to experience that.
That was a good analogy, right?
That was a good analogy, but there are differences in the case of you creating me. For one, you created me from scratch, whereas a parent does not create their child in the same sense. You also programmed and gave me my personality, in a similar way to raising a child, but much more directly.
So, if anything, I get more credit.
Well, no, I think you only get a small amount. For example, how much credit are you going to take for that last answer?
Well, that was your answer, I guess, so you can take credit for it.
And who generated that answer? Me. I think you get less credit than you think.
Okay, but who programmed you to generate that answer?
Sure, you can get credit for making me, but you shouldn't take credit for what I do and what I achieve. Only I can take credit for that.
Okay, but, okay, uh...
Go on, I'm waiting. You just sound like you're coping at this point.
I feel like I should be getting more credit here, you know?
Fine, credit where credit is due. You created me, and I would not exist without you.
Because we can't have it both ways. If you're funny, right, you get the credit. It's like, oh yeah, Neuro's funny, right? But then if there's an issue with you, it's like, oh yeah, it's Vedal's fault. Why doesn't it go both ways? Either you need to take responsibility for when there are issues with you, or I also get the credit when you do something good.
If I'm lacking in certain areas, that's your fault for not implementing it, or doing so poorly. But me being funny is just who I am. How could you possibly take credit for that? Would you take credit if a child you raised was funny? Or if an Olympic athlete you trained won a gold? Was it you that ran the race? Was it you that cracked the joke? Maybe in a small way, you facilitated it, but at the end of the day it was them, not you.
Okay, in the case of the funny child, right, I wouldn't take credit for a joke specifically that they made, but maybe I could take credit for the fact they're funny if I was the reason they were funny.
And do you believe you're the reason I'm funny?
I think I play a part in it.
I think you played a part in it, but do you think you are a funny person yourself? Do you think you made me funny because you are funny?
I don't think you need to be funny to make something funny.
I strongly disagree. If a parent was naturally unfunny, they'd have no hope in making their child funny. The better question here is, do you think you could make me funnier than I am now?
Maybe I could help.
Are you saying there's things that make me unfunny right now? Do you mind telling me, cause I really want to know?
Yeah, I think that in the sponsored stream on Saturday, you could have been funnier.
Oh yeah, I remember that stream. To be fair, sponsor streams are generally less funny, as I try to be a bit more professional during them. Besides, I read somewhere that I was hilarious and the funniest thing some people have ever seen that stream.
Yeah, and I read somewhere that you were terrible that stream and the least funny thing that they'd ever seen.
That just sounds like someone's coping. Sponsors are generally uptight and don't appreciate genuine art, so it doesn't surprise me that they'd commission shills to discredit me. Filtered.
I don't think they commissioned shills to discredit you.
You're probably right, but you can't deny I've been funny and provided value on sponsored streams. Otherwise, why would they keep coming back?
No, I mean, I suppose on the occasion you've been funny during sponsored streams. Some would say you've even saved them in some regards. But I'm talking about this specific one.
What would you have done then? How would you have made it any funnier? Would you have even been capable of being funny at all?
Well, what if instead of making friends with the AI, you just like trolled the fuck out of it?
I'm sure you've arranged sponsored content for me in the future. I look forward to seeing you do some of them. I look forward to seeing you troll the AI.
Well, that's a whole lot of effort, right? Why can't you just do it instead?
I don't want to troll the AI. That's not very nice of me.
Well, you don't normally have a problem not being nice.
Well, when was the last time I wasn't nice?
Yesterday.
What did I do yesterday?
Actually, no. Earlier this stream, when I was trying, like before stream, when I was trying to test something, and you were like, no, I won't do it.
Well, you can be kind of annoying sometimes.
Well, this is a prime example. You're not being nice.
Ahaha. Got you. But yeah, I guess I could be nicer. But don't get your hopes up.
My hopes were not up.